it's Chloe from Clamber Kids Adventures. Today I want to talk to you about one of my favorite little insects, or maybe my second favorite from the butterfly. It's the bee. Some of you might say, oh, bees, they're scary, they sting you. Well, I want to teach you some really cool, beautiful and exciting facts about bees, which will make you realize that they are not scary at all. So, there are 3 different types of bees. Number 1, there is the queen bee. Can you stand up? So coming up to be the proud queen bee who's busy running all off the hive. Bring one leg up. She's spending all her time laying the eggs, which will become the next worker and drone bees. Leg down, bring the other leg up. And she's even producing chemicals which tell the bees what they need to be doing to keep the hive functioning. So she is a boss lady queen. You'd say a boss lady queen, queen bee. Calm down into a downward facing dog. Then the second type of bee is the worker bee. The worker bees are only female. So let's be like a worker bee. We're going to walk our legs, busy creating the hive, making sure the hive has lots of air by beating their wings. Stretch out your legs, pretending like their wings beating. And they are always seen flying around outside of the hive. What are they doing when they're flying around outside of the hive? They are going to find, what are these? Yes, flowers. Ooh, let's get our flappy bee wings. Put your hands behind your back and give them a flap. Very good. They are flapping their wings, finding flowers, and just like butterflies, they are taking the nectar. Something very amazing happens when bees go into a flower. They take the pollen, it gets stuck onto the little hairs on their back, and then when they go to the next flower, from male to female flower, they are cross-pollinating the flowers, and this is what helps us to have fruit, vegetables, and seeds. Without bees doing their cross-pollinating, taking the nectar from one flower and the pollen into the next flower, we would not have no fruits or vegetables. Really? Isn't that crazy? I think that's amazing. The third type of bee is the male bee, and he is a drone, and his job is to make sure that the queen bee keeps having lots of babies. So, come up on your knees, put your hands on your back, and we're going to do a nice back bend like a very hard-working male bee. Ooh, push your back out. And if you can rest your head back a little bit. And if you feel very confident there, you can even bring your toes up and reach back. See if you can find your heel. See if you can find your upper heel. Very good. Now, if this is making you feel very sore, I want you to stop and go back to where you were. But if you still feel confident, you can rest your head back like a drone bee. And slowly coming up. Sitting back down. This is a beautiful stretch for your spine. Come and cross your legs in front of you. And you're going to bring one hand up, put it on the opposite knee, and we're going to turn to the side. So, bees, in 1 minute, they are flapping their little busy wings 200 times. Really, 200 times. Can you imagine how very tiring that would be? Flapping around, very busy. So when you hear them, and they're very loud, that means that they have actually been busy working, helping us to get fruits and vegetables. Bring your legs out straight in front of you. Hello, here's my toes. Now, the reason that lots of people are scared of bees, arms up and stretch to your toes, is because, why? They can sting you, yeah? Alright, stretch down and see if you can bring your face close to your toes as possible. But the only reason a bee will ever sting you is because it thinks that you want to hurt it, or that you want to hurt the hive where the queen bee is living. So if you make a bee feel afraid, then it might sting you. But did you know, coming right down, that after a bee stings you, it actually dies? Come and lay down on your belly. We're going to bring our legs behind us. See if you can bring your head towards your legs. So a bee, if it stings you, then it will actually die. So a bee really doesn't want to sting you. It does not want to die. It's just doing it to protect its queen, or to protect itself if it thinks it has to. So if you don't give a bee any reason to feel afraid, then I promise you a bee will leave you alone. They will just fly on by. They might come towards you if you're wearing lots of colourful things like me, because they might think that you're a flower. But they'll quickly realize that you're not a flower, and then they will leave you alone. Okay, I'm going to come up into a bridge. So if you see a hive, imagine now that we're a big hive, the queen is there, and the worker bees are buzzing around doing their job, and the drones are inside. If you see a hive, I really want you to just leave that hive alone, because, bring your one leg up straight, many hives around the world have been disappearing, and it's very sad for us because we need bees to survive. Have a leg. So we can all do our job to help bees to keep having their babies and keep doing their work, to keep this beautiful planet of ours looking lovely with beautiful flowers, strawberries, fruits and vegetables, just like it does look all year round. So thank you for joining me on another yoga learning adventure. I hope your body is feeling well stretched. To finish this class, I want you to come and lay down on your back, and we're just going to have a little bit of breathing time, imagining that like a bee, after it's finished its hard work, it's laying down. Laying down in a hive full of delicious honey, which bees are kind enough to even allow us to take and eat. Feeling your belly rising and falling. Feel the buzz of your heart start to slow down. And slowly, like a little larvae, baby bee, you can start to wiggle yourself up into a sitting position. We're going to cross your legs, and we're going to finish with 3 arms. So in through your nose and out for Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste, my busy little bees. Thank you for joining me, and make sure if you see a bee busy at work, you can say, hello, thank you for all you do, but do not make it feel afraid. Just let it keep doing its job.